Welcome back to another episode of the Christian Kirkley Show. And today I'm going to be telling you how I plan to buy 4 rental properties a year using the BRRRR method. I currently am working on my 6th rental property, and I plan on buying one a quarter going forward. And I actually plan on doing this with the same amount of money. I'm actually going to be using the BRRRR method to get my initial investment back out every time. And for those who don't know the BRRRR method, all it is buy, renovate, rent, refinance, repeat. So you find a good property that needs some work, you renovate it, you put a renter in there, you refinance it at the bank now with a higher value, and you actually get your money back out. Some issues that I've ran into with the BRRRR method so far are whenever you don't get the valuation that you were looking for after you renovate the property. Sometimes if you don't have a lot of demand in your area, or you're not able to get a renter in there, sometimes in a small community investment bank will look at that as a risk. But other than that, the BRRRR method is proven. I've done it 4 times now. The other 2 rentals are just Airbnb. We used a different method with those, just a first time home buyer loan. Then we refinanced them and then moved out. We didn't do a BRRRR with those. But anyways, you can actually buy 4 rentals a year with the BRRRR method. So you find a property that needs work, you fix it up, you renovate it, and then you refinance it with the bank. Okay, now you're wondering, where do I find the money to buy this property whenever I find it, right? So there's a few different things you could do. If you have about $10,000 to $15,000 saved, you can go through a hard money loan company. If you find a deal that is a pretty solid deal, they'll actually only require about $10,000 down roughly for up to around a $200,000 to $250,000 loan, right? So let's say $120,000 purchase price and $50,000 rehab budget. You'll need about $10,000 down. That covers points, fees, everything like that. What we're doing on the flip side of things, you can do this with rentals as well, but we've actually got 5 flips going on outside of the rentals. You can actually borrow the down payment to cover the initial costs from investors. You pay them an interest rate, and then once you flip that, you pay off the original investor in the loan, and you keep the difference around sometimes $20,000, sometimes $40,000 profit on that. Another blueprint you can try is just trying a flip to start out. So you find a property that needs work, you determine your budget, you make sure that you're going to be all in no more than 70% of the after repair value of that property. Example, $100,000 purchase price, $40,000 renovation, after repair value $220,000. Many banks will lend to you on this. You're going to want to find a good hard money lender for flips, in my opinion, because you can really scale that. If you really get good, then you can start borrowing investor capital for that. You start putting pieces in place, contractors, all these different things in place to really scale. And the only limit on you at that point is the ability to raise capital. Once you have systems in place, you operate and you manage the systems. That's the difference between a business owner and a self-employed individual. Self-employed, you just have another job. So if you're just spending all your time managing contractors and finding deals and everything like that, you're pretty much just self-employed. If you have people that bring you deals, like wholesalers, deal finders, and you have someone that manages the contractors, things like that, then you're a business owner. I'm currently in the process of improving my systems. I'm looking for a project manager and a transaction coordinator. I'm looking to do that so I can really scale and treat it more like a business and just focus on investor relations. But yeah, this is just a quick blueprint on really how to get rolling in real estate. What I wish I would have told myself getting started, start off with at least $20K down, because you never know what can happen. Thankfully, I didn't have anything bad, too crazy pop up whenever I first got started. I was really blessed. But some things have popped up, like I had a plumbing issue that was unforeseen. I had the city put a stop work order on one of my properties, and it cost me like 3 weeks of not getting work done, which is interest I had to pay. So yeah, make sure that you have at least I'd say at least 10 to 20K in reserves whenever first getting started. And then you want to prove yourself to investors. You want to start reaching out to people that have money that they're looking to put to work. And then from there, you want to put in systems in place. Have a certain way you manage your contractors. Have a certain way you have a good communication and relationship with your lender, right? Make sure that it isn't you're not a bottleneck, right? So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today. Make sure to check out some of our other episodes. I talk about how to increase your wealth, mindset, and many other things that'll help you out. And don't forget to enlighten and empower. Let's go.